stuff is so much better than Clan Wars.
I knew I hadn't heard the last of that gun. I bought it off a guy a few months ago.
Great gun, but he's cursed. I sold it to a bandit named Horus.
Alright, oh, I do have a screen signal, I forgot about that. And 2 levels, that's gonna be useful. What's the lowest level questing? That isn't an opportunity. Rocco, okay. 1,000 cuts.
Sanctuary for the long haul, but my slab.
I'll meet you in 1,000 cuts.
Random recruit. How the hell are you gonna hurt Jack? By cramping his trigger finger?
Oh, I'm going the wrong way.
Took you long enough.
Asshole.
What's for ya?
I like the reference to him.
Shut up, Rocco.
Is a reference to an old 90s cartoon that I used to watch as a kid. Rocco's Modern Life.
You've gotta stop him. Take Rocco's flags.
Pretty interesting cartoon. I enjoyed it. I didn't watch it as much as I should have. I didn't really get to see all of it, you know. It was always funny when I did watch it.
Drop a flag on any of them, and my slams will know where they gotta go and what kind of firepower they gotta bring.
Well, as long as I pay attention, the psychos don't matter. So we're gonna put them back here. Gonna put the Marauders up here, up front. But then we're gonna put the Goliaths in the back. Or in the middle. Yeah man, Rocco's Modern Life was awesome. There were a lot of good 90s cartoons. But I remember Rocco being great, dude. And I would watch it anytime I noticed it on. With the Big Heads? Is that their last name? His neighbors and his dog and oh my god, I want to watch some more of it just to remember it.
Keep the bots away from the supply crate.
Memories and such. I'm just gonna get down and fight. There's no reason to be up here once the waves have started. So this is our first experience with RPG loaders, which they really aren't too bad as long as you don't let them one-shot you. But, oh well. It depends, cause like the Orchasm place, I have a pain with the RPG loader wave. Is kind of frustrating. Oh fuck, they're spawning behind me now. Gotta move up. Damn. I want to watch a lot of 90s movies because my family leaves the television on in the living room for my for our animals. So there's always noise in the house for them. And they like leave it on one of the Nickelodeon channels that has all the old school shows, all the 90s shows on it that have been phased out What do you mean by that? Health gate?
Supply taking damage.
I like it because it adds some depth to the game for endgame players. I don't like it. I don't like how the endgame happened because of health gating and the way they did stats. I understand why it exists though, is because they didn't balance their numbers. So we have these huge numbers and nothing to fix them. So when the enemies start hitting really big numbers,
Now let's see what they were fighting to keep from us.
without a health gate you kind of just die. Which, you know, is Ultimate Vault Hunter mode in a nutshell. But it's whatever. I like Healthgate as somebody who's learning to speedrun, because for high level play it does add more depth to where you should be positioning yourself and what you should be doing based on your weapons, where you are, and how much health you have, etc., etc. It lets you get an extra second or two to get into place. Maybe even longer than that, because of like random invincibility frames and such. I could take it or leave it though, honestly. It's not a deal breaker, but I don't mind it. It definitely helps for casual play. That's about all I can say about that. Without the health gate, I probably would have rage quit my 4-player playthrough with my friends, because they didn't want to do any of the side stuff, and so we ended up like level 15 against Bloodwing in 4-player co-op, where Bloodwing's like level 20. It was awful, and I never want to experience that again.
The Hyperion Corporation wishes to extend an olive branch.
I'm not going to do this quest yet, because I can do it really easy when I get to Lynchwood.
Should you considerably lower this world's bandit population, Hyperion is
I'm not going to do the optionals for this quest though, because it's No, yeah, I can understand health gating be like a popular topic of debate for people who enjoy this game, because it is an interesting design decision, and I don't agree with some of the reasons why it was needed, but you know, it's whatever. Holy fuck. I'm going the wrong way because I didn't change my quest. Awesome. The Bane! I wonder if I can do what I did earlier in the playthrough still and swap to just get... This isn't where Horus is, this is where somebody later is during this quest. I'll get it right eventually. I swear. Watching my explosions happen while I'm in my car is weird.
I love it when you splash on my windshield.
Unless they're shooting rockets at me like a Model 1 launcher, which is what it looks like, so that could have been it. Yeah, Grogan, well, the health weapons kind of ruin the balance of health gating, you know? Like, once you get to endgame, if you aren't using a Grog or a Ruby, you're kind of doing it wrong. You know? You can do it without it, but it's frustrating and not recommended. But I have a bigger opinion on the health weapons than I do on health gating because they do kind of break the balance of the game. Even more so than like the shitty badass points. Because honestly, badass doesn't really break the game. The game's designed around it, but it's not really designed around health weapons, you know?
The spider ants, but the curse. If you're hearing this, fine McNally. He may have left me for dead, but he doesn't deserve what the Bane will do.
Especially Salvador. Salvador breaks the game so easily just with a Grog or a Ruby. It doesn't even really matter what his second weapon is. It's so sad. But yeah, I mean, I'd rather see them disappear in future installments, the weapons themselves, to make it harder. But I wouldn't, or balanced. More balanced, I guess, it would be the better solution so that people enjoy Life Leech. As I do enjoy Life Leech, it's just... to the extent they are in Borderlands 2 is really, really high.
Gotta get rid of it. Gar's coming from Lynchwood to buy it. That idiot's
Oh,
got no idea. He never believed the stories about the curse.
Money Shot's good, but that's my point. With Money Shot and Gunzerking, all you need is Ruby or Grog and you just win the game. Like, that's it. Salvador is underappreciated in that sense. Once you get to the point where you can get into the
Caravan coming through. Keep away unless you want a lead milkshake.
once you get down both the left and the middle tree, it's over. It doesn't matter what you got, it's over.
It's a hood ornament! Arrgh!
Personal experience though, Salvador's the only character I've really gotten into in OP8. So, you know, I have some experience with him.
Sheriff here with this week's bounty.
But I mean, everybody else is a pain in the ass without Grog or Ruby.
Black King, $25,000.
And even with Grog or Ruby, it can be annoying.
Dead if you've got
Salvador, on the other hand, once you get one of those weapons, it's over. It doesn't matter. Oh, Ultimate Vault Hunter, OPs, they don't mean anything anymore.
Bank is basically the dream job.
I don't think I have, but if it's a YouTube video, I don't really get into YouTube that much, so... so that's probably why.
Sheriff has asked me, Deputy Wing, to remind you all
You know.
of the individual punishments for breaking 283 laws. I'd read the whole list, but I'm just...
Fucking damn it. Did I pick up both quests? Yes.
Every day, the sheriff of Lynchwood sends whatever iridium she's yanked from the mines back to Jack. That stops.
I need to go to Dukino first.
The train that she uses to transport the stuff. Get to the demolition depository.
Who wants the first slice? Keep the blood pouring.
In terms of what I've seen in Borderlands 2, it's all personal experience and streamers. Oh. For the most part, I've looked up videos for my speedrunning learning, but that's an entirely different category of gameplay. So, you know, it's not like in-game rating or casual play. It's yeah, but I watch Barrow stream. I haven't watched any of his videos. You can kill Pete in 10 seconds with Salvador. Like that's not a maybe. Like it's just possible. My Pete's not as fast because I'm not very good at the game. Barrow is an artist compared to casual players. I love watching him do his quest for completion streams with Krieg because it's so beautiful. That killed me. I've never tried to land on the train, and now I know. No, yeah, I can totally believe that, because Barrow's one of the guys the developers have designed their bosses around. The Borderlands 2 YouTubers and streamers. King Gathalion is another one. He's the big Zero guy.
Save yourself.
Yeah, it's totally possible. Salvador is crazy though. Like when you really think about it, I'm not paying attention because I'm reading and talking. So we'll try to get through this without dying any more than I have to. Plus, I think Lynchwood's a little high. I might be at that level for Lynchwood anyway. Yeah, this is where I should be. No, yeah, Mac. I forgot about Mac too. He stopped streaming that much though. Those guys are insane when it comes to just doing crazy shit with Borderlands. Please stop dying.
I'll slice your eyelids so you can watch the end.
I don't have half the time they have in this game, so
Keep the blood pouring.
I can by no means be called an expert. But I also kind of gave up endgame for speedrunning, because that's where I enjoy the game, is just playing through it a lot and playing it fast. And I have a natural competitive nature to want to just beat things, compete with something, and the best thing for me to compete against is myself. So that's kind of why I like speedrunning, because I just compete against my PB when it comes to Borderlands. This is the only game I've actually tried speedrunning, but, you know. God damn, I'm so bad with my rockets right now. Oh yeah,
Oh, that scab looks sad as hell, all chained up like that. Oh, that little feller looks wounded. His mom must abandon him.
I was watching Barrow and them a lot when they were playing Borderlands. I watched them some while they were playing Destiny, but
Medicine so he stops making that sad ass noise though.
I'm not, and I can't play Destiny, so
Not to cut down anyone hanging
I
from
just
my
stopped
gallows.
watching them.
Well, can't hold him back any longer.
So the next time you see someone gasping for air,
I know, I've got 2 because I gave up on Endgame after getting engaged to OP8. I've got 5 of the 6 characters to 72. My only OP8s are Salvador and Gage. No, I have 3. I forgot I have Krieg. So I have 3. Salvador, Gage, and Krieg. Because Krieg is easy with no weapons. All you have to have is release the beast. And some skill, which I kind of qualify that. Gage was the hardest one to get up there for me, but after I did Gage, I didn't want to do it anymore. This OP8 kind of exemplifies everything I hate about difficulties in games. And this is reloading, and now it's out of ammo. I should have paid attention. No, man, it's good to do what you want to do. I'm just not an endgame type of guy with this game because. So here's my opinion on difficulties in all games. I understand developer time constraints and budgets, but they're exactly why difficulties are so bad, because it doesn't really change the difficulty, it just gets more health, take more damage, enemies take less damage, stuff like that. That doesn't really change the mechanics, you know? Like, I like closer to MMO style, where they actually change mechanics when difficulty changes, but you can't do that on a budget and a time constraint. And it really makes me hate different difficulties. So for me, after I really got my fill of what the hard parts of this game are, I didn't care for it anymore. So I got into speedrunning because I started watching Baro and Professor Broman, which reignited my love for this game. Like, up until that point I had only played it through it enough to get 161. I hadn't even touched Ultimate Vault Hunter yet, really, outside of one playthrough. I hadn't touched OP8 yet. Then I saw speedrunning and I was like, you know what, I want to play this game again. And then I got into speedrunning once I got done with OP8. But that's what I like to do with this game. I like casual playthroughs with friends and stuff. And I like running it fast. So, you know. Which my fast is nowhere near world record, because I'm still getting into it, but yeah. Please use your buzz axe.
Now you should be scared.
And remember how to get up on this platform. Oh yeah, man, I could show you my character list once I die again. And you could see I have a long character list. It's just not not fully decked out, you know? Longish character list. Long for $300 anyway. I don't remember how to get up that building without grenade jumps. So, this is a thing right now. Is this it? Maybe? Oh, this works. Yay! I'm not throwing my head against a brick wall anymore. I always do this place when I'm just barely good enough level to do it. But yeah, I mean, I'd be the first one to tell you. And it's easy to tell from me playing that I'm not that good at first-person shooters. I'd even go out on a limb to say I'm way below average. Doesn't stop me from loving this game. So, the Borderlands series really catches my attention, which most first-person shooters can't do. So, I suffer through my skill level with first-person shooters, and
Get over here and smell my meat!
that line always catches me off guard. And then I start laughing my ass off because it's so good.
Such beautiful misery.
But I mean, like, anybody who really enjoys just playing a game a lot, because like, I've played lots of games more than this. Specifically, like, WoW. I wouldn't say I should feel bad for having, what was it? I think I have 9 level 90s in WoW. I wouldn't say I should feel bad about that, even though I kinda do, because I shouldn't have played WoW that much. Because I enjoyed leveling characters, so you know, you should never feel bad about doing something you like to do. Hell, if anything, it makes you more of an expert than I am at endgame, because I'm not an expert, and it's nice to hear the opinions on different things. Where does this take me? This takes me up there, which I don't need to go yet. Where does the bank? Let's start the bank first. But yeah, man, if you're it's actually cool to know you have 7 OP8s, because that means,
Damn. I knew it wouldn't be that easy.
you have more knowledge than me
Which only
in,
exposed to skag bow. I got an idea. We need a bomb.
anything endgame, you know?
Now this ain't gonna make
Which
a
is
lot of
pretty
sense,
cool.
but just bear with
To me, anyway, because,
First, find some lights.
I don't know if I'll end up getting to endgame, like leveling